Welcome back, and today we're talking about Fire Force Season 2, Episode 11. So like always, let's just jump into it. This episode, we're dealing with all the new information that we learned from going to the one continent. Now that Shinra and the whole company is back and they're reporting into the captain, why it's a whole new ball game, because we learned that in the tabernacle back in the continent that they went, that there's a living person in there who has an Adola burst and can, she can Adola link to everybody else. And, it's a huge problem, because that means that if there's a person creating that energy, that power inside that tabernacle, in that continent, then that must mean there's another person inside of the one in Tokyo that's doing the exact same thing. Of course, there's a small difference. The theory is that the first pillar is the one that's inside of the Amaterasu, and she's in there against her will, right? That's a big difference from the witch that was inside the tabernacle, because she wanted to do it out of her own free will to help the animals in the forest that she created and stuff like that, while the first pillar could be held against her will inside of it, and that's why she's angry, and that's why she wants people to fight and create that chaos. Because if you're being held hostage for God knows how many years, right? At least 200 plus, however long it is. Yeah, I can see how you will start going insane. So I kind of feel bad for the first pillar. Hopefully we get like a little background story to her to see how she got to that point and all that stuff, because that would be really amazing. Now, of course, this episode, the biggest thing that they're bringing to light is the fact that the Holy Soul Temple could be lying about everything, right? The Holy Scriptures are all a lie. And now that's a big deal, because you can't just go out there and start saying, blasphemy, where the whole country believes in this religion, right? That's a big no-no. You cannot do that. It will create chaos. They will probably try to, indict you in some sort of crime or something. The Holy Soul Church is huge in Fire Force, okay? Every single person in this city or state or country, whatever the case may be. I don't know how big this thing is, right? But however big it is, every single person in there believes in the Holy Soul Temple and in the scriptures that the Holy Soul Temple teaches. So they can't just be out there sprouting like, the Holy Soul Scriptures are a lie. That will create a huge problem. And we see that Iris and Tamaki, two of the sisters from the church, they kind of have a hard time believing this, right? Because they're firm believers in the church. They were kind of, raised by the church. They believe the teachings. So the fact that this information is coming to light, it's kind of hard on them, and they're kind of, concerned about it, and they wish that it's not true. But at the very least, they're open-minded to the fact that it needs to be investigated. So they're cool. They didn't get angry or anything like that. Now, of course, we see Victor, the scientist. He confirmed that all the numbers in the tabernacle were indeed pi, and he's writing a paper. We see that he's actually concerned to the point where he says he has to play a little rougher. And we got this Joker, I believe that's his name. We met him a couple times before, I believe. But I'm guessing that Victor was the one that told Joker about the church and stuff like that, so he can go and handle it, right? Because we see that, he feels like the Fire Force cannot do anything really, because they're within the state. They have to follow the rules and stuff like that. That's why he was saying that he needs to tell somebody that's outside of the organization, right? Somebody that could handle it without being afraid or anything like that. And Joker fits the bill. I mean, he seems to be like a vigilante sort of thing. So yeah, he definitely fits the bill. So I'm guessing that Victor told him everything and gave him enough proof to where he would start investigating the church. And that's why he is attacking the church along with Benimaru. Now, Benimaru, I love this character. That dude is powerful as heck. I absolutely love him. So every time he gets on screen, I am happy. And in this episode, we got to see him kind of team up with Joker to go and attack, I would say, the Holy Soul Temple. They want to get to the Imperial seat to get behind, the truth of what's going on, because I'm guessing he also knows everything now. And he even said that he can smell the blood coming out of the Amaterasu, right? And even the disciples of the church, they were talking about Benimaru and how he doesn't believe in them. And, they were told not to anger him because he could attack the church at any time. So we know that Benimaru has had his, benefits about the church and the Amaterasu this whole time. So yeah, he's definitely going to be on the team that's trying to expose the truth. So yeah, this episode, not a lot really happened, right? I mean, it was just kind of like a big setup episode, because some big events are about to happen, right? Some big events for sure are about to happen, because we see that we're going to start going against the church, and everybody's on the church's side. So I wonder how this whole situation is going to be cleared up. I wonder what the truth is going to be. And, if we do learn that the first pillar is indeed inside the Amaterasu, can they even try to save her, right? Because if it means, right, it's one of those things where you gotta start thinking, are we going to take her out of the Amaterasu because it's the right thing to do? But everybody's gonna suffer, because if the Amaterasu is not running, it could probably cause a lot of problems with the technology and stuff like that. So it's a big dilemma, right? It's one of those things where, do we sacrifice one person for the greater good, or do we just do the right thing and save the first pillar that's in there against her will? Hopefully we're gonna get answers to that. But the end of the episode, of course, we see Benimaru kind of fall down. He was hit by something and it just one hit KO. I did not see that one coming, but I'm sure next episode we're about to get some good fights between Joker and whoever that disciple is. It's about to go down. I'm really excited for it. I am really liking Fire Force Season 2 a lot more than I like Season 1. But overall, great episode. Let me know what you thought of this episode, and like always, leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you on the next episode.